There are multiple levels of user categories here or users. So you can have an administrative user, billing counter user, cashier, nurse, consultant, and so on and so forth. Now it is quite obvious here that if a user is a consultant, a doctor, it is important that that person has visibility to all the medical data of the patient, right? Maybe also billing data. But a person who is in the billing counter doesn't have to have access to the medical data of the patient. Now, if we want to try this out, how it works, I would go to user information. I would define a user, let's say administrator one. I mean, this could be Satish or Sujata or any name. I'm just doing it for the clarity. Or let's say admin one. Password is the same for the simplicity. And I would say that this person is a admin person and save. And then I would say doctor one, keep the password same for simplicity again. Oh, sorry, I need to add a doctor one, and then I say user type as consultant and save. Now I'm going to show you something in practical aspect. So this is a patient entry form that we have, right? I'm going to just add a quick patient here, test patient, so that I enable all these tabs. They are disabled because there is not even a single patient in the system till now. And then I would put the telephone name, birth date 0105/1978, then male, height is 158, let's say 67, occupation is service, general category. Now this is where the charges would be in the category. We looked at the charge category. So if I specify CGHS here, which is a category 2, then all the charges I have specified for category 2 for different services will automatically be considered for this patient when the billing happens. Then who has referred the patient? For example, there could be none, or there could be, let's say, Dr. Manali, who is the consultant under whom the patient is admitted, Dr. Moite. Then address I can put, and I can just put a city here. I can put the admission date here if the patient is admitted. Sorry, 23 at 12:00 p.m. in the afternoon, and I would save the patient. Now, of course, when you first save first patient, all these get enabled. And this patient gets a IPD number because I have added a admit date here. We'll see those details later. But now you can see that this login user, which is S, which is a super login, I'm able to see all the data of this patient. Now, this is our single form for all activities kind of interface where everything about the patient happens in this form, and that is what makes it really useful. But now coming back to our point, super user is able to see everything. Now let's log in with doctor. You remember this is a user we added. Now if we again go here, this doctor is also, now you can see user right is consultant. He is also able to use and see everything. Now let's log in as admin one. You remember this was an admin kind of a user that we had added. Now this guy also has the information because we did not configure the security for this user. So if I go to patient form access, and for admin user, I say that this person doesn't need to have visibility to clinical details, documents page, operation notes, then test investigations, because this is all clinical data. And then I save this. Now let's try it again. Here you have admin, and you can see that this page is not accessible to the user. So this user will be able to see only consultant charges added, service charges added, inventory, any stock used for the patient, bed allocation details, and the billing details, but not the medical data. Now this is how you can basically configure all the security. Even the menu that this person can access can be locked. So this is different menu items. If I click here, account head-wise detail or account groups, then this administrative person is not able to see that menu item or access that menu item at all. So this is basically also the access security for this. So you have a menu that you can configure for access logs, or you can lock the patient information.